Welcome back to the Roadside Rescue YouTube channel. I'm Ernest, and on today's episode, we're going to be ranking aesthetically 65 different mainstream car brand logos, or that main symbol that represents the car brand. I'm going to rank those in order from, and this is just my personal opinion, the worst to the best. I've got 65 of them. Most of them are in the US, but a few of them are from when I lived in Argentina. I'll explain those a little bit when I get to them, but obviously I'm going to rank them because they're amongst car brands that I grew up with. All right, starting out this list, and number 65 is Bugatti. So the EB on the Bugatti symbol stands for Ettore Bugatti, who was the founder of Bugatti. You're gonna see a trend amongst especially like these high-end cars where they start throwing like the founder's initials into everything. It's a little weird, and it loses a little bit of aesthetics points. The weird thing about Bugatti is it has 60 red dots around the outside, but on their own website, they're not even sure what it stands for. They say Ettore used to say that his cars were gems, so maybe they're pearls, or maybe they stand for safety wires. I don't even know what that means, but if you just leave safety wires out of their Bugatti, it'll sound a lot better. This comes in bottom of the list. Honestly, just looks like an old cigarette ad with the dark red fading to the bottom and the black shadow behind the letters. Really needs an upgrade, especially for the best cars in the world. Probably are, but the logo isn't. Next we have Saturn. Oh, they got the downfall right after the 2008 crisis. The logo is actually supposed to be an astrological symbol, but it might also represent a scythe. This is number 64, just nothing special about it. Number 63 is Fiat. They would have been way further down the list if they used any of their other two older logos on the side there. That blue and yellow one's really cool, as well as those lines. When I lived in Argentina, most of the old Fiats had those lines on them. If that were the Fiat symbol, it would be a lot higher up on the list. 63. Okay, 62, Alfa Romeo. They've changed their logo like a lot of car manufacturers have a lot of times. Only on their website, they're real proud about the fact that everything is based off of geometry and proportioned and measured in every single part. And to that, all I have to say is that's why you should hire an artist and not an engineer to do your logo, because it just looks like it's proportionate and it doesn't look artistic at all. So 62, Alfa Romeo, doesn't look good. All right, 61, Peterbilt. The font's a little funky. I kind of like the red oval with the white lettering, but the font just looks like a kid scribbled it on there. Cool trucks, but number 61. Number 60 is Rolls-Royce. Here you go again with like these luxury cars where they start naming them after their founders. A lot of companies do this, but they put a real big emphasis on it with two R's and the name's Rolls-Royce. Number 60. Doesn't look that good. Just looks like a military dog tag. Here we've got Chrysler. It's designed to symbolize Mercury, which is the Roman god known for his speed. Nothing special about it, just a name on a set of wings, number 59. Here we're going to see a couple of wing ones. They all fall pretty low on the list. Mini Cooper. The black is supposed to symbolize speed and freedom of expression inside of the wings. 57, Bentley. Almost the exact same logo. Although the wings have a little bit more emphasis on the fact that they used to make airplane engines in World War I. Aston Martin, this one's another one. It looks like the most simple of all the winged ones, and I like the green to it, but again, a little outdated. Okay, here's the GM new logo. The new logo is this like electric blue to symbolize their future making electric vehicles. It's supposed to look like an electric plug. The M is getting plugged in, and have their sights set on the future. The blue is just a little over the top to me, number 55. Number 54, plain old red Isuzu. Nothing wrong with it, nothing great about it. 53, Cadillac. They've been using this black and white one. They've got the old coat of arms colored one on the side there. The coat of arms symbolizes pioneering and leadership, which is actually cool for Cadillac because they pride themselves on being a bunch of automotive industry firsts, like using the first electric starter and pioneering what they call precision tuning. Then we've got GMC, number 52. Nothing special about it. I like the little bit of sheen to it that they got going on. Makes it look like some sunlight's hitting it. Falls in number 52. Number 51, Mercedes-Benz. The 3 points stand for land, sea, and air. Nice and simple. Falls right around that 51 mark. Number 50, Lotus. Here you go, putting initials of the founder in the logo again. Only this time the founder has 4 initials, so they threw them all on top of each other. It looks really dumb. Number 50, Lotus. Jeep honestly looks like a logo designed by some manufacturing company that was started in the midst of one of the world wars. I'm not sure if I'd change anything about it, but it's not a great logo. But it kind of has to go with Jeeps at this point. McLaren number 48. Honestly, if they stuck with the old Kiwi Bird logos, it would have been right up on the front top end of the list. But McLaren with just the word McLaren, 48. Doesn't look bad with the red swoosh on the end. Scion, I don't know why they haven't come out and said what their symbol is supposed to be, but analysts think it's one of either. Number 46. Now we've got the Land Rover. I like that they put the green behind it. It's a little bit different than just the silver letters you see a lot, even though it's just a name. On the green background, it's supposed to symbolize being out in nature. There is a rumor that the oval shape might have come from inspiration from a tin of fish. The Lexus smooth edges in the logo is just supposed to represent aerodynamics. 45. Number 44, Koenigsegg. It's just the Koenigsegg coat of arms, family coat of arms, but it looks kind of cool. Falls right at 44. I like the use of different colors. Mazda, those are supposed to be wings that make an M in the middle. Kia's new logo is supposed to symbolize symmetry, rhythm, and rising. Kia's a good brand. Kenworth, I think I ranked Kenworth right above Kia because it's pretty similar, only rather than using 2 letters and 3 letters and just spelling something out, they made a cool emblem with it. So Kenworth ranked right above Kia at number 41. Number 40 is infinity. I just love the way that the infinity symbol looks like it's going off into forever. It is a mathematical symbol that's been around for a long time, and it was just adopted. All right, here we got the bow tie. It was introduced in 1914. I'll tell you a few stories about it because I read a few. Friends of the founder said that the inspiration came from a wallpaper in a French hotel when he was there. He even ripped a section of it off to not forget his inspiration. His daughter said that he would often scribble designs on napkins at the dinner table, and she says that that's where the design came from. But his wife says it came from an illustration he saw in a newspaper. Number 39, Chevy's, pretty classic. Oldsmobiles, I ranked right above Chevy because I like the idea that Oldsmobiles, a symbol actually stands for something, and it's supposed to be a rocket. International Harvester, I love the use of 2 different colors and 2 different letters, where we saw Kia and Kenworth use their logos. International does something similar, but the red on black just looks great. Number 37. Number 36 is Lincoln. Okay, this is supposed to be a 4-pointed star, but pretty much anything a 4-pointed star could stand for is a possible analogy for what it does stand for. It could be a compass, could be uniting 4 corners of the earth, 4 different states, who knows? There's a lot of interpretations on that one. Number 36, it looks cool. I just wish there was a better meaning to it. All right, so here we've got 2 Griffin ones. You may think of the other one already. Vauxhall is the lower of the 2 at number 35. I like that it has a flag, but this one looks just a little bit better when talking about a Griffin. The Saab logo. I like the use of the red, yellow, and blue, and it looks just a little bit classier in my opinion, falls at number 34. The Dodge logo comes in just above that. There's been a ton of variations, whichever one you want to look at. I think that the silver letter with the 2 red stripes falls in number 33. Man, if Nissan still used the red and blue logo, this would be number 1. Their new logo is still pretty decent, and it actually symbolizes the old logo, so if you know what that looks like, then it has a lot of meaning. Falls in number 32. And Hondas, I don't know, you just can't beat something about looking at a Honda logo. You know the vehicle's good, and it looks classy, number 31. In number 30, you've got the Ford Mustang. In earlier models, the Mustang didn't look like it was running quite as fast, but I think it looks pretty good and comes in number 30. Number 29, Suzuki, just reminds me of that cool S everybody used to draw in middle school, and I think it looks really classy. I grew up with a bunch of people who raced dirt bikes, and I saw the logo everywhere, and I think it looks good, especially the old retro red and blue one, which the new one obviously is supposed to remind you of. Number 29. Number 28, we got Volkswagen. Volks and wagon is people's car, and Volkswagen put a big circle around it to symbolize that it's accepted everywhere. Pretty cool symbol, pretty iconic, number 28. We're starting to get into some of my favorite logos now. We've got Toyota next at number 27. The overlapping ovals make a T, but also look like a steering wheel, which is supposed to represent the car you're driving. And the circle, a lot like Volkswagen, shows that it's embraced worldwide. Something about the hockey stick logo of Mercury I've always liked. I think the way the 3 lines go together just looks great for a logo with the 2 circles around it. Everybody knows it's the Mercury symbol. Another one of the companies that went under in the recession, falls at number 26. Datsun makes some of my favorite trucks. It's supposed to represent the Japanese flag, and I think it's a really sweet looking logo, number 25. Number 24, Acura. There's a bit of debate on whether that's an A or an H. because Honda's the parent company. What do you think? Let me know what you think down below. All right, Audi's is 4 rings coming together. It was the joining of 4 different car manufacturers that formed Audi. Nismo looks awesome. I really love the Nismo symbol from the 90s, but the new one with the red O on the end looks classy as well, number 22. All right, Pontiac, especially the old cool Native American Pontiac symbols, fall high up on the list for me, number 21. Here's cars I saw a lot in Argentina, Renault. I like the symbol. The cars I saw in Argentina weren't very good quality, but the symbol's pretty cool. All right, here we got Tesla. I think the symbol lacks a lot. It could definitely fall higher up on the list. It's a pretty new symbol and it's pretty well recognized everywhere. So it falls at number 19, but if it just had a little bit more to it, maybe if it wasn't designed after a cat's nose, it would look a little bit better and would fall higher on the list. Then we've got Jaguar leaping into the future. Pretty sweet looking logo. Everybody recognizes it on the front of a car, number 18. All right, here we've got BMW. This is the first time I ever knew that the blue and white offset squares in the BMW are supposed to represent airplane propellers. I think it's a really awesome looking logo and it's number 17 for me. All right, here we've got Buick's logos. I love the old Buick logos. This would probably be number 1 if they stuck with the deer, but the new 3-colored shield ones and even just the all silver shield ones, they look pretty sweet, number 16. I love Subaru's logo with 6 different stars representing an actual constellation. And the blue and silver just look classy with a bit of light blue around that big star. All right, Hyundai, this is the first time I ever knew the Hyundai symbol was actually supposed to be 2 people shaking hands. And I do think the symbol looks even classier than Honda's, so it falls up at number 14, even though the cars aren't as good as Honda's. Number 13, and we've got Corvettes. There's a few muscle cars in here, just like the Ford Mustang. And now we've got the Corvette. This one falls further down on the list at number 13. I think it looks awesome, and everything about it, so much better than the Chevy bow tie alone. All right, here we've got Volvo. I love the meaning behind this and the fact that it's just supposed to represent a really strong symbol rolling forward. I think Volvo has a really cool logo, number 12. Number 11, here's another supercar, Dodge Viper. This one's the most menacing. This Viper looks really lifelike and really aggressive coming out of the emblem, and I think the designer is spot on. All right, top 10. Here we go with the Lamborghini. Everything looks better in gold, and bulls look better in gold as well. Big gold emblem, just the words and a bull on the front of a car. Something powerful about it. Looks great. Number 10. Number 9, I love the emblem of Peugeot. In Argentina, they called it Peugeot, but they speak Spanish. There's a bunch of symbolism in the tiger, but I just love the way that it's a big chrome tiger on the front of the vehicles. It looks really classy to me. All right, number 8, the Ford symbol. Even though I'm not going to say that. This logo has been around for a long time. It had a few different variations at the beginning, but something about the blue and that pinstripe white line around the outside and the classy blue lettering Ford looks a lot better than the Chevy one, even though ranks a lot higher than Chevy. All right, number 7, Mack. I named my son Mack. I've always loved Mack trucks. I think their logo looks awesome. The Bulldog's awesome, and it's number 7 for me. Number 6, Porsche's logo, super classy. I love the red on black with the gold. Again, gold always looks good. When we looked at a lot of the other crests, they were all silver. This gold one makes a difference. All right, here's another car I don't run across in the US, but I saw in Argentina, Citroen. I love the symbol, just the 2 chevrons. In chrome, I think looks like a really, really classy logo for a car, and I think they knocked it out of the park with this one, number 5. Number 4 is Ferrari. Even better than gold, bright yellow. Man, what does it scream? Look at me if it's not bright yellow. This one's classy and number 4. The Maserati symbol, at first glance, it just looks like a ripoff of a trident, but it is a trident. And it's actually based off of the hometown of the founding brothers, designed by one of them. And that ranks it as number 3 on my list because something about the symbol just looks really classy as well. All right, number 2, Mitsubishi. This one's awesome and I didn't know the meaning behind it as well. Hishi in Japanese means chestnut and it's been used as a long time to describe the shape of a diamond. So this is just a 3-diamond shape and Mitsubishi. Number 2, super awesome logo. And number 1, BMW M logos. I think it looks awesome. I love the use of the different colors leaning up against the M. They have a meaning, and the blue and the red and the violet coming together of the 2. I think BMW M cars knocked it out of the park with this logo, and that's my favorite logo. Let me know your favorite logo or any I missed down in the comments down below. Subscribe if you like this style video and leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next episode.